What up, guys? It's your girl ManicMeeks, and I am back with a special video for today. I've been seeing people do these tier lists, and I think they're quite fun to do. But truth be told, this is my second time doing this, so please, Jesus, let the audio work. Let the audio work. Let the audio, if you will. So, if you're enjoying any content on my channel, reviews, reactions, whatever else I got going on, go ahead and subscribe. I'm here, you're here, let's be here together. And I also have a gaming channel. It's youtube.com. I think it's /ManicMeeks Gaming. It might not be that yet, but it's ManicMeeks Gaming. And I'm going over Witcher 3 over there. So if you want to see that, it's over there on that channel. So listen, guys. Season 1 of Halo has officially been wrapped. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. If it came down to rating or like putting in percentage what I enjoyed and what I did not enjoy, it will be 85% of it I enjoyed, and then the 15% of it I did not enjoy, or was like confused or wanted closure on, something to that effect. But I really enjoyed 85% of what I was watching, and I'm here for all of it. I'm here for all of it. I can't wait for season 2. I'm super excited. They've got some holes to fill, some story to flesh out, and I'm excited about that. But we are here today doing a character tier list for Halo, the TV show. All right. These are the people I thought that they were the main characters, if you will, the ones that I remember. Okay, so we're gonna start at the bottom. We have Aiden, we have Cortana, we have Captain Keyes, Halsey, Kai, Quan. Let me move my mic. Move my mic right here. Boop. There we go. We have Mackie. I keep calling her Mackie, but it's McKee. We've got Master Chief John, Miranda. We have Admiral, oh my gosh, Admiral Parangoski, I believe that's her name. We got Rizz, Soren, Manic, and Venture, simply because I hate this man. I like the actor. I see him he's just such a great actor, but I've only seen him in one comedic thing, maybe two. But one thing I can remember is Pacific Rim, and everything else I hate him in because he was killing my favorite characters I don't like dead. So that being said, let's jump into this tier list. It's going to be S through D. I did not want to add anything extra. I did not want to make like A+, B+. No, we're not doing that today. We're trying to keep this short and sweet as possible. Okay, there is no doubting. I remember exactly where I placed everyone, and I'm going to stand by that. I'm not going to change a goddamn thing because I already put it up on Twitter. So if you want to see what it is, it's on Twitter, and that's what it's going to be. But yeah, so I think I'm going to do like the ends, like work my way into the middle again. But yeah, we're going to start with Aiden. This dude, this creepy ass man. Okay. But before I jump into that, I'm going to do this by how much I like the character and how much the character matters to the story. So those are the two things I'm going to base it on. And then from those two grades, I'm going to go ahead and give it a final grade. So Aiden, I hate this character. I hate him so much. He's so creepy. He's so weird. Like, I don't understand. Like, sir, you're not as important as you thought you was. Nobody cares about you. Okay? All you want to do is be up inside of Halsey's butt cheeks, crevices, vagina, labias. You just want to be up inside of that. And that's gross. All right? That's disgusting. Don't get me wrong. He was a good character to hate. Like, there was nothing he did that I liked at all. Nothing he did. I was like, oh, well, I mean, he did the best he could. No, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. All right, I hate him. So his character, though, was okay. It wasn't spectacular. I just hated everything he did. And he didn't really have a use. He didn't really have a use. But the fact that he was a creepy enough character for me to remember, even though his character didn't really have much to do with the plot, I think I rated him a C. I think I did. I think I put him as a C. And only because he had more to do with the plot than the other people that I put in D. Because remember, this is the second time I'm doing this list. The second time I'm recording this list. Okay. And then we're going to go to Venture. Now listen, I really liked Venture's character. I really did. He was funny. He was quirky. He was just like a run-of-the-mill video game bad guy. Cool. But he had no effect of the story whatsoever. None. Even though I like his character, because it was just so cheesy villainy, he didn't have any effect on the damn story. Like, he could have not been there. As a matter of fact, he was not there, and the story was fine. So he's going to be a D character, a D-list character, not because he's not a fun character to watch on screen, but because you weren't needed, sir. You tweren't needed. All right, cool. And then we're going to go to, if you had thought that I was going to hesitate, stutterization, you're incorrect. If you thought that, incorrect. Cortana is an S tier character. I loved this Cortana. I loved the way she looked. I loved her her actress. I loved the voice actress. I love how Cortana learned, because that's what she is. She's an AI. Her job is to learn. Okay, Cortana was out here being like, yeah, I'm down for the directive, but I'm gonna learn about these people. You know, she got to absorb all these different types of relationship, the relationship between Halsey and Aiden, which was weird and creepy, the relationship between Miranda and Halsey, which was sad and like non-existent, the relationship between Captain Keyes and Halsey, which was full of regret. She got to see the relationship between Parangoski and Halsey, which was full of animosity. They understood that they needed each other, but the animosity she was sensing and she was picking up, and she was like, okay, I taste that. I'm not sure if I'm here for that. And then with Master Chief, she had her own relationship with the Chief. She had her own relationship, trying to make a relationship with the squad mates. She got to see the relationship between McKee and Chief and his team, Chief and Halsey. Like, there's so many different relationships she got to learn from. She got to learn love, she got to learn hate, she got to learn anger, she got to learn sadness. So she was absorbing all of this, and the actress was portraying it in every version that we saw her for. And by the time we got to like the end Cortana of the series, she had understood that what makes humanity great is its humanity, is it the emotional side of it, the thinking side of it, everything that they are. And that Halsey wanted to get rid of that, and she was like, at this time, like, I just can't, she couldn't see herself doing it. And she learned, she used her knowledge, and she learned, and she was like, I love these things the way they are. I'm just gonna, back it up. Every time she was talking crazy, she was like, Halsey was like, well, I'm doing this for the betterment of mankind, of humanity. She took a step back. Well, I'm doing this because I care about John, and John cares about me, and I want him to be happy. Took a step back. I'm doing this because I am the last hope for humanity. And she was like, you know what? Okay. Okay. Oh, you want me to go grab something? I'll grab it and I'll be right back. And she dipped and hollered at John like, this bitch is crazy. So, I just like the fact that this Cortana is reflective of the game Cortana. She's got a little bit of sass now. She's got a little bit of humor, and she is still able to identify and navigate humans and their emotions in a successful way. And I just love that about this character. That's why she's S tier. She will always be S tier. Okay. The relationship between her and Chief towards the end, where it's mutual respect and trust, that's all she wanted, was for him to trust her, and she got that trust in the end. So I'm just like, oh, it's so good. Okay, now we're gonna go to Vanek. Okay, Vanek is a solid B. Let me tell you why I like Vanek. I love his voice. I like his personality. Granted, he didn't really have much of one, but he ain't for the shits. You know what I'm saying? He's like, shut up. Thanks. We're here to do the directive. What is the mission? What is the mission? We're going to do that. Thanks. But I like the actor. I like the way he portrayed this character. And even though I like this character so much, they didn't really have a giant bearing on the story. They could have replaced it with another Spartan and it probably would have been the same. But I do like that at the end he was involved in a little bit, gaining some of his humanity, understanding feelings, being concerned for his comrades. So I do like that, and it shows the growth in the Spartans, but it just balances out, He's in the middle. He's in the middles, and it balances out. It works. It works. That's where I want him, and that's where he's gonna be. Okay, listen. Yes. Yes, he's an S tier character. It's Captain Keys. All right? It's frickin' Captain Keys. Get out of here. The way this man is maneuvering, even though he's so full of regret and sorrow and like pride for his daughter, and like come on. This man is so good. He is so involved, and he is spending his life, his time dedicating it to the UNSC. And it's just, oh God, he's such a good character. He's so complex. Like, he knows what he did was wrong, but he also understands results, and he understands that the Spartans are kind of what they need right now, especially being on the cusp of a Covenant war. But he just doesn't like how it happened. He doesn't like that he took part in it. And like I said, he's just full of regret. He's just doing the best that he can. He's trying to take care of his daughter. He's trying to take care of Master Chief and the rest of the Spartans. He's trying to be reliable for Parangoski. He is trying to talk some sense into Halsey, even though she don't care, because she's like, me. Like, he's just so good. And of course, he has a really, really impactful, for me, he was really impactful in this series. Like, he is the linchpin, because right now I think it's him leading it, right? I know in the game it's him taking, the charge and stuff, but the way they're setting it up, I think that's how they're doing it. That's what I think they're doing. But that's another video. I'm not going to go into that right now. But I really, really love this character, and he has high importance into what's going on at the UNSC, especially like right now, how they ended. So that's where he is. He is fantastic. The fact that he got a deal with Halsey's ass, like, bitch, I told you to sit down, stop touching shit, bitch, stop it. You got a whole ass kid and you don't care about, bitch, stop it. Oh my gosh, and the actor is such a good job. Like, I just believe in Captain Keys. I believe he wants to do the best. I believe he wants to fix what he did wrong. And I believe he's working with the Spartans in a way that he is trying to get good karma in the books, if you will. But yeah, that's where he is. He's an S tier character. That's just what it's gonna be. And then we have Soren. Oh gosh, where did I put Soren? I don't remember where I put Soren. I really, really like Soren. But Soren's story, like, if he wasn't in the show would still be moving on. But I like him, and I like his relationship with John, and I like his family, but his bearing on the story. So if you put an S and a D together, what do you get? A B! You get a B. So that's where he's going to be. He's going to be right up in through here. I feel like I had him here, but I could be wrong. But either way, that's what I'm going with. Whatever this is, that's what I'm going with, because I'm not going back trying to match what I put. I put what I put in the time of like immediacy. And so here. Oh, we're going back to Halsey. You know where she's going. You know where her ass is going. That's another S tier character. Period. Point blank. Point blank. The actress did an amazing job with Halsey. We just, she has high bearing on the story. We're not even going to talk about that. High bearing on the story. The way she maneuvers is so nasty and selfish and so self-serving, goal-oriented specifically to her. Is just so vile. The way she literally runs over everybody, bitch. If she's in a car trying to get somewhere and you're in the road, you're about to be a speed bump, bitch. Give me 50 points. I hit bing, 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 like 3 in a row. You're getting it. You're getting it. You're not going to stop her from getting what she wants. And her need to be in control of everything, be responsible for everything, to fix everything, pretty much, it's like started the demise. The Reach wasn't destroyed yet, but it's gonna be. You know it's gonna be. People who are fans of the games and the books, you know it's gonna be destroyed. And this bitch right here is the catalyst. This episode series is the catalyst. This bitch needs to sit the fuck down, mind her business. But she's a great ass character. She is always on point. She told you what she was going after in the first place. Like when she did that Flash clone thing, And Miranda was like, bitch, she wasn't here in the first place. So not only did she have one clone in the back, she had two clones. She had a reserve clone just in case she needed to escape because she knew the shit was popping off. And I'm wondering, when did she swap? Because she could not have swapped in the ship. She couldn't have swapped in the ship. That means that the moment they put her ass on house arrest, she was already gone. That's what that means for me. She was already gone. And we were dealing with the clone the entire time because Flash clones have such short lives. So she knew that they weren't going anywhere. And I'm not quite sure what Aiden knew because, once again, he's expendable, but she knew that she wasn't going anywhere. So she was already out. I believe that's what I believe. I believe she was already gone and we just didn't know it until they revealed it to be a clone. And they were like, oh, well, she swapped sometime in between here. No, baby. She was already gone. Period. I think after they did the eyeball thing, she was out like a light. Out. Gone. But she's a top tier character and she has high importance to the story. So you know she's going to be S. You know she's going to be S. Period, sis. She's going to be S. That's just what happens. Okay, so we have Rizz. Rizz is the one I put down here. And let me tell you why. I really, really like Rizz, but she had no bearing on the story whatsoever. I wish they would have given her more to do, more lines, but she didn't have that. But I still liked her character. I liked that towards the end that she was starting to feel some things. I don't know if she took out her pellet. I don't think she did. I don't think she took out her pellet, but she was starting to like overcome that and have feelings because she was the first one to waver with Master Chief when they were fighting. Vanek was like, I'm beat this nigga's ass, but Rizz was like, maybe we should think about it a bit. Like she lowered her weapon and then put it back up when Vanek was like, girl, baby girl, and put that thing up. So she didn't really have much to do. Like I said, you could have swapped Vanek and Rizz out with two other Spartans and you wouldn't have known anything. Like the story wouldn't have changed that much. So that's why she's at C, although I do love her the most. Like I do love her. She's, oh God, I love these Spartans. They're my favorite. I'm just going to put Kai right there. Because I went from thinking this girl was annoying to loving her completely. Completely. She had high impact on the story because she was the other side of what Master Chief was doing. Master Chief had regained his emotions and he was trying to stay stoic. She regained her emotions and was trying to be out here living with the people. She wanted to play games. She wanted to talk. She wanted to converse. She wanted to rapitate. She wanted to learn from people. She wanted to get friends, build bridges. That's why her and Miranda were talking. She was like, we're not as scary as you thought we were. We just big AF. We some big ass bitches, but we not scary. We're all people. We're human. A little modified, but we're human, you know? And I like that about her. So I like the importance that she had into the story, showing the other half of why it's not technically a good idea for soldiers to have emotions, but the fact that she was just so genuinely happy, curious, caring about other people. It just elevated her story and like made her character more important in the overall story. And I love this character and I love the actress. So that's why she got to be an A. That's why she A class. That's why she A class, dog. She's so good. Okay, all right. You know where she's going. You know where Quan is going. But it's not because of the actress's fault. Not at all. It's the story they gave her. We are never quite sure why she was important as she was. I know she's important to the story. Not up there, but the story that she's important to hasn't happened yet. And that's the thing. You could have taken out everything with Quan and the story would remain the same. And I also don't really like her character, but that's because, I just don't know where she's supposed to be or what she's supposed to do. And neither does she. So when a character is lost, I'm also a little lost. Now, I don't mind a character being lost, but I, as the viewer, know the destination that they're supposed to get to, so I have to watch them get to it. I don't know where she's going. I don't know. And I don't know what you want me to do about that. Like, I know they're going to touch on it in season 2 because her family is protecting the monitor, like protect the installation. This is my theory to that the monitor where's the first time you see the monitor? You see the monitor in the Halo 1 game when you make it inside of the ring and you meet the monitor. So I don't think her story is going to have any effect until like the end of season 2 or the beginning of season 3. I hope there's a season 3 because just I know what the monitor means for the games and for the books, but I don't know what it means for the story. And like I said, you could have taken her entire storyline out and the season wouldn't have changed. So that's why she's down there. And I don't really like the character because we're lost. We lost. I'm lost. We're all lost. And I don't like being lost with the character. Parangovsky. Where did I put her? The question is not where did I put her, but where am I going to put her? I really like her character. I feel so bad for her. Listen, she got to deal with Halsey. You know how frustrating that is to have somebody always circumventing you, always tricking you, always like laying traps and shit, trying to get you to let them do whatever they want to do. And you got to you got to keep in mind the entirety of the military when that is your job. And you got this bitch over here, just out here doing dumb fuck shit, fucking up your shit, getting you in trouble for her shit. And then she go hide in the corner. You know how frustrating that is? I feel so bad for her. And she's a high level character too for me. Like she is responsible for everything. Especially at Reach. And I'm just like, ma'am. Sir, ma'am, you just gonna let this lady run all over you? And I like how she portrayed it because the actress was like, bitch, I'm tired. And Parangovsky herself was like, shit, bitch, sit down. Ho, sit down. Even when she was trying to get her ass together, she couldn't get her together. The sheer frustration. So I do know that she, like, technically you could take her out of the story, but Halsey wouldn't have any opposition blocking her from doing what she wants to do. So she is important to the story, which is why I am going to put her at an A because I really liked her character and I thought that she was really important, especially as opposition to Halsey, because there's nobody else on that list that's technically opposition to her except for Parangovsky. And then we have Mackie or Mackie. I can tell you where she's going. B. Want to know why she's going to a B? I liked her character. I thought she was cute. I like that they gave her a little backstory so we can understand a little bit more about her. And she's not terribly important to the plot. She is she's also exposition to what's going on in the Halo universe and why. Like she helps move the story along. She bridges the gaps between the Covenant goals and the UNSC's goals. So I like her for that. And she also got the Master Chief dick. She got the dick down. And I'm not mad at that. She's giving me my fans, like my, what's it called? Fan fiction dreams. Everybody, there's at least 400,000 fanfics of Master Chief throwing the D to any type of person. I want to say people because then you got the Covenant. They was like, oh, we can have sexual relations with, I'm telling you, there are things that are thinking. But she's the one who received the D, the Master Chief D. So I'm not mad at her for that. I like her character and she's an exposition plot point. So that's why she's B. She's not bad there. She's just a B. Just a B. Kickity. So I usually would bounce back up to the front. We're going to leave Master Chief John for last. That's where she's going. That's where she's going. You see me think real hard because one, I'm not even considering her for B, C, or D at all. It's either S tier or A. I'm gonna keep her at A. Her character is once again an exposition. I don't want to say plot point, but she's the exposition for the UNSC, why they do what they do. She also has the information, and she was the bridge between Mackie and the UNSC, and she also has to deal with her mother. That says a lot. And she's also smart in her own right, so she has her own division to to contribute to what's going on. Like, even without McKee, she would still be involved in what's going on because she's right under Halsey to take control of stuff as well. But she is just a better person than Halsey. She's a more caring, more nurturing, more cooperative person. She understands the bigger picture, and the bigger picture is not just what she wants to do with it. Unlike Halsey. And I really enjoy her character. All she wants to do is make her dad proud. She wants to make her mom proud, even though she can't stand that bitch. She just wants to be, I told you I could do it, bitch, to her mom. And I'm okay with that. It's just she's such a good character. And I like the actress's portrayal of her too. Like, I like her all around. I do. If we had more scenes with her showing what she can do outside of what her mom did, or like fixing her mom shit, or even more scenes with her and her dad, like, there's something about that. Like, listen, I'm a daddy's girl all the way, okay? All the way. But it's just something about that. Like, come on, sis. Show your daddy you can do it. Like, yeah. And this one I thought about a bit. And I remember thinking about it a bit. But I'm going to put him exactly where I thought he was good. I'm grabbing boop right there. And let me tell you why. The way Master Chief was portrayed. We're not even going to talk about his importance to the plot because he's Master Chief. You know what it is. But the character, the emotional beats they gave him, I'm here for. And spoiler alert. Let me just spoiler alert for two things. The end of this show, if you're watching this, you should have already watched the show. And Spider-Man Far From Home. Is it No Way Home? No, No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home, I think. Yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home. So, all right. So that's my visual cue for me to continue. So listen, in Spider-Man Far From Home, at the end of that, you know for a fact that nobody remembers Peter Parker. Nobody. And I feel like they Spider-Man'd Master Chief. They took all the emotion out of him and gave him the video game personality that people were complaining that was missing from this season of Master Chief, from the season of Halo. And it's so good. It's so good that they did that. I just love how it just came back around. It made sense. So, all right. Spoiler session over. But I liked how we got to know John. I like how we got to see John figure out more about himself, figure out relationships with his friend Soren, relationship with Quan, relationship with Cortana. I like how he eventually learned to trust in Cortana, not by what she said, by what she did. Because every single time Master Chief was in a bind or in a jam, Cortana was there trying to lead him out of it, trying to tell him which way to look, which way to throw, which way to go, because she is invested in him as well. Not because if she's not there, or if he's not there, then she dies, but because she actually cares about him, which is an amazing thing, especially in the game series. Like, you know how that relationship went. And I also like that he got to explore the relationship with his Spartans. Like, they are brothers and sisters in arms. Like, that relationship, the relationship between him and Halsey, volatile, extremely volatile, because that bitch is a lying, manipulating ass bitch, and he knows that now. And he also has to try to decide if he wants to repair the relationship with Captain Keyes. Like, he loves Miranda. I don't want to say loves, but he likes Miranda enough to trust in her. Like, all he wants to do is have people to trust in. And that's why it's a little hard for Captain Keyes, because even though he still has trust in him, he's mad about the initial betrayal of trust. Even though Keyes is spending his time trying to, get some good karma on the board for all the bad shit he's done. They did such a good job with showing us the human side of John, the learning side of John. And then towards the end, just having it taken all away, because at this point, we don't even know if he's alive. We don't know if John is alive. We know Master Chief is there. But we don't know, like Master Chief of the Armor, we don't know if John is alive. And I'm very curious to see where they're going to go with this. It's such a good character, like a good character analysis. You know what I mean? He learned love. He got the P, okay? He got some vagine. All right, he understands what like is. I don't know if you want to say love, but he knows what like is. Like, you know, he likes vagina. He knows that. You know what I'm saying? He likes it. He likes honesty. He loves a little honesty. He loves trust. And that's why I think it's just an S tier character. It's so good to watch a character explore and learn more things about themselves so that they can give to others or be involved with others. It makes so much sense. I just love it so much. I love it so much. But yeah, look, that's everybody. That is everybody. That is everybody. I am sincerely hoping that they do something with Quan next season and it makes sense. And it's exciting because I want this actress to come back and I want Quan to be a character that matters and I want it. I want it. But that is the completed character tier list for Halo, the TV series. I loved the first season. I can't wait for the second season and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye. So let's pray that this actually worked. Pray. Pray. Pray.